What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you guys pretty much my predictions and expectations for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex manga chapter number 29. I know it's been a little bit since I've made a video, so we're going to be going through a lot of stuff of what's to come, especially since spoilers are pretty much around the corner now, with it being the 15th now, and I wouldn't be surprised if spoilers drop sometime today or on the 16th tomorrow, or maybe even on the 17th at the latest. One interesting thing to note so far for this month is we actually haven't gotten an official sneak peek page, which is very interesting because usually around that span of the 12th or the 13th of every month, we'll usually get a sneak peek page at least, and that's usually used to build up some hype regarding the chapter. But this month we don't have anything, so some people are taking it as maybe the chapter is that crazy to the point they don't want to really, reveal anything just yet. So with that being said, my expectations personally for this month's chapter are a decent bit high, especially considering where last month's chapter ended off with Boruto activating his karma. So this, means that Boruto and Momoshiki clearly reached a deal of some sort in that conversation they had a previous couple chapters ago. So, pretty much what I think happened regarding Boruto and Momoshiki is that Boruto actually ended up giving him his word that, hey, if we take down this Jura guy and you help me take down some of these other Shinjus, I'm going to let you pretty much take over my body. And that's pretty much Boruto's, way of sacrificing himself over here to Momoshiki, because simply because of the fact that Boruto probably feels like there's no other way Jura can be taken down. And we know, based off of what Kashin Koji has said, that the chances of defeating Jura are very, very low, and some things have to line up extremely well for that to happen. So while Kashin Koji is guiding towards that future, Boruto's doing his own thing as well by trying to get his karma power back, because base Boruto right now is pretty damn strong. But now that we're seeing Boruto back with the karma, this might take it to a whole nother level. So I'm excited to see what Boruto's going to do this chapter, especially because Mamushi is pretty damn strong in terms of strength, especially because he doesn't lose strength when he multiplies and divides. So that's going to be one of those things where Boruto's power boost here with the karma should be coming in clutch, and it already has, because at the end of chapter 28 we see him absorb that fire style jutsu that Moshi pretty much used on him. So I think that's going to be pretty helpful, and it's going to help turn around the battle a little bit more in Boruto's favor, at least when he goes head on with them, especially when the numbers are looking like how they are right now, which I believe was like a 1-on-4, 1-on-5. Another thing that I think it's very important to discuss is that certain other characters are gonna probably butt in too this month, and I think that Kawaki is gonna be one of them, for example. And Kawaki, one of the last things we saw with him prior to this whole attack actually happening was that Kawaki was pretty much telling Amado, hey, you got to make me stronger, because if you don't make me stronger, I'm not going to help bring your daughter back. So even though it's going to be risky, I feel like Amado probably ended up caving in and helped him tap into an even stronger level, which is kind of crazy because Kawaki just got a crazy huge power up to begin with, and we saw what he did against Jura, and that was definitely the best Kawaki showing we've had so far in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, so pretty much in this time skip portion. So it'll be interesting to see what exactly Kawaki will be doing in this upcoming battle. I have no doubt that he's going to play a pretty important role, especially when it comes to defeating Mamushi. So I think Kawaki's definitely going to pull up. There's a good chance Delta also is around, and then I feel like we're going to get a lot of support going on too in certain other areas where we might have people like Sarada, Konohamaru, Mitsuki, Sumire, and we're definitely going to get a bit of that, I'm sure, too, in this month's chapter, but maybe not extended fights per se. This could also be the month where they possibly start up Damon versus Mamushi, which is something I'm personally hyped for if they do, because we haven't seen Damon fight in a while, and we haven't seen him really fight during the time skip so far. Um, the main thing Damon's really done in terms of any action is just flex on Sarada and Sumire and just show the power gap. So it's going to be interesting to see how Damon versus Mamushi will go, because will Damon's abilities be able to come in clutch like how they have against, for example, like Code in a battle where the numbers game is also there? Or will that perhaps end up dealing dealing with some of Damon's hacks? So that'll be interesting to see, but I think Damon versus Mamushi is a very likely thing in this month's chapter. I think it's going to happen. Boruto's going to continue on his fight with Mamushi as well, and I think he's going to play a pretty important role in taking some out, actually, this chapter, or at least taking some eyes out from some of the Mamushi, because that is a very important thing, too, that was stressed. Another big thing that could happen is that we could get the potential division of Mamushi to the point where we start noticing some even more stupidity, because we're already seeing him become a little bit dumber with where he's multiplied to so far by unleashing that fire style attack that Boruto had to absorb. And that's a dumb thing on his part, because pretty much he came in with, the intention and standard in mind of, we can pretty much kill the people of this village, but we can't do damage to the village itself. So that's kind of the mentality he came up with to end up avoiding Jura's wrath and to not, end up dead, because if he does something wrong, Jura, I'm sure, isn't going to really let that slide easy. So I do expect him to get dumber this chapter. I think he's going to multiply a lot more. There's going to be a moment of desperation. It could end up being when Ada's located, potentially. So I feel like we're going to get that. Now, another thing that I do want to talk about is there clearly is a reality where Mamushi does end up getting to Ada, and perhaps Himawari dies in that one as well. So in order to prevent that, that's what Koji is trying to lead everybody to right now, to prevent those two from dying. So the interesting thing is going to be, is someone else in the village going to die instead? Because we know Koji is someone who doesn't really mind if someone dies, as long as he feels like it gives them like a better chance at surviving this whole ordeal in the long run and helping the whole world get through this mess. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's seen a vision of someone else potentially dying. But if that happens, who do you guys think that would be? Definitely let me know in the comments below. But all in all, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now for this month's chapter. I'm not really sure yet where exactly we're going to completely head, because they could branch out a couple different ways, of course, but I'm very excited to see what Ikimoto cooks up this month, and Kishimoto, of course, too. So looking forward to that. If you're new to the channel, I do the spoilers pretty much every month, pretty much around the time they drop. So look forward to that, and to my returning viewers, of course, to you guys as well. I'm excited to talk about the spoilers, and hopefully we get a good chapter. So that's going to be it for this one. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day or night whenever you guys are watching this video. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.